All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the press conference. We'll start here in the room with questions and we'll go to Zoom if we have time. Doug, start off.
Coach, you knew this was going to be a challenge, all things considered, but giving up 3 goals from set pieces, is that just more disappointing?
Yeah, I think the goals that we gave up are extremely disappointing. We have to work so hard to score, so hard, and I felt like we gave it away. And whether it's set pieces, whether it's the first minute, whether it's the even down to the fifth goal, that's not that's not good enough. That can't be what breaks us. If it's a lot of good passes and breaking us down and moving us and side to side and that's somewhat acceptable. You can say, all right, fair play, but like it's not acceptable. It's not nowhere near good enough. 3 goals like that from set pieces.
Was there a commonality to the set pieces, something that was supposed to have been done that wasn't?
And yeah, there's always roles and responsibilities that the guys have. Like I don't not that I need to go into that detail for you guys of who's got who or what zone that players have. Like that's not important because at the end of the day, like things will change on the field. I don't think they did. It's just now it's about ownership of those mistakes, shared ownership that I said off the very beginning that we have to. That's not acceptable that happens. And a knockdown happens on the first one. Second one, the most dangerous striker in the league is completely free. That's not acceptable. And then the third one is just alertness, really. So it's a shared responsibility, players, staff. So yeah, it's not one player, not one person.
On the goal by Ringo, uh, what what was supposed to have happened? Because he was sitting on the edge of the line. There was Lennon was marking the guy beside him, and he was unmarked. Was someone assigned to him, or
Well,
what was the?
I mean, I'd have to check again, like on everything in terms of where they moved from, and then what the line was supposed to do. The line's supposed to drop together, and then if there's a guy far enough away, then typically the back post person would or the backside person would pick him up. But in those moments, as things and players move quickly, you could see it happen, and we can see it happen from there. But when they're shuffling through players, and that it's miscommunication, or yeah, it's I don't know, disappointing.
Yeah, the started well. When you took over as interim, 2 losses now. You've got another game on Tuesdays. There's not a lot of time to get things right. What's the job number one for you on the flight home and on Monday to kind of flush this and get the guys ready for the Open Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I said to them, like, that's the best thing about it is that we got another game. We get to go play another game right away. I'm excited for it. I take it as a challenge. Like, it's difficult. No one ever said this is easy. If it was easy, then everybody be doing this stuff. And I just think that like, time to feel sorry for ourselves. Yeah, I mean, look at the beginning, you could say everything's great, but I don't think it was. I mean, we weren't settled. I've said it from the beginning. Like, I'm not gonna be somebody that lets outcome dictate how I am and how we are. It's important. I understand that like we have to get results. I do understand that, but like we need to look at what we can actually change in the moment. This is for me, we gave this one away. So I don't want to be that type of person that ebbs and flows with results but I'll dust myself off and we'll go again. I'm on this fight back. I'll be ready to go.
3 goals on set pieces ultimately decided, but I wanted to ask you about the first half and how your group made it so difficult for RSL to connect after that first 5 minutes. What were kind of the principles of how you wanted to defend them in that first half?
I mean, not apart from the goal, everything I thought was really, really good. They did a great job in terms of executing. Like that, we talked about blocking off passing lanes, and when one player steps out and they have to be aggressive, cutting off distance to themselves and that player. And then just doing the work to then shift together and being a compact unit. That was one thing that we shared together as a players and staff, is that we thought we could be more compact from the difference of New England first half, New England second half. We said, like, we need to be more compact. We need to be more together. And that was on both attacking and defending. And there was that. And my challenge to them at the half was that you got to do it again. And it's going to be minute by minute. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that to answer your question, sorry, is like cutting off the passing lanes, forcing them to certain areas that we wanted them to. And as soon as like with the outside center backs, or if it goes to a wide area, being able to gain yards. And I think like you saw us get some regains when they try to hit switches with whether it's Saba, even sometimes when they played in central with Dax and Bartek grabbed some, had the counterattack. On the first half, we had some really good chances, and we have to capitalize on that, especially away from home.
What changed in the first 15 minutes of the second half for them? Because take the set pieces out, it felt like they regained control of the game there.
Yeah, I think that's somewhat, well, I want to say natural. We knew that physically this would be a tough game for us being our third, and so was looking to make changes as quick as we could when we felt like the moment was ready. And if you take like, yeah, you got to take the goal out of it maybe, but I think the goal changed a lot. Like, especially at the moment it came. I've heard Pablo say it before, like at that 60-minute mark, and I know it when we played together in Colorado, it used to be the same. Teams come here and that's when they quote unquote die off. And unfortunately it's a moment, it's a lapse that does change the game. And then at that you're quote unquote chasing it, and it's not great.
Last one for me, you get 2 goals tonight and Rios contributes to both of them. Just how important is he right now for you as you're only 9?
Yeah, I mean he's been super important. The one thing I will say to them is that they've been finding ways to continue to score, even late in games too. He's been great. His hold up play has been good. I feel like he's got to get a little bit more help from somebody on the field that makes those decisions about when a foul is called and when a foul is not called, because he doesn't go down. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Not a criticism, just observation. But his movement's good. I think inside the box, like if the ball comes inside the box, he's there, and he's always trying to score. So, yeah, he's been great. He's done a really good job.
All right, we'll end it there with Rob. We'll have a player up next. All right, we'll go ahead and take questions for Derek. Doug, go ahead.
Derek, can you just talk about the specific challenges that y'all faced tonight and how you think you kind of handled each one?
There's many challenges. They're a very good team. I think they're second in the West for a reason. I think they scored a lot of goals. They're dangerous going forward. So there's a lot of challenges. But first half we did very well. Crap start. But then we got back into the game. I thought we defended very well first half. I think that was their only real chance. In second half, but I think it was around 60th minute when they scored their goal, and then yeah, just wasn't good enough from then.
Valentino was talking about that he and Pablo was talking about in Colorado, the 60th minute hitting a wall and the thin air. Did y'all feel that? Could you tell a difference around then? Just like tired minds, tired legs?
No, I don't think so, not personally. I think I didn't think we looked tired tonight, to be honest with you. Maybe we conceded 3 set pieces, so maybe we were a bit slow to that, but I didn't feel slow.
Okay. And just what was there a commonality to the set pieces to the mistakes made?
To be honest with you, I need to watch it back. Couldn't really see. So the first one, I think it was a corner. I seen the ball late, hit me in my chest, and then next thing you know, the guy turns and shoots, swivels. So that one was difficult. And then the set piece out wide over the top, Arango scores the header. We need to see how he gets free, how he has a free header back post. And then play the ball short to the edge of the box. He whips it far corner. Yeah, it's disappointing.
In that first half, they only had 2 shots, both in the first 5 minutes. What was working defensively in your mind in that first half?
Being compact, and we defend as a team. We showed when we do defend as a team, we're actually pretty good at it. But we don't do it enough. You need to do play for play throughout the whole 90 minutes. And it showed tonight. Second half, you don't defend as a team, you get punished.
Felt like when they brought Brody on at halftime, they started to have more to weight down the flanks and spread you guys out a little bit. Is that what it felt like to you?
Yeah, I felt like he was a bit more comfortable on the ball compared to Quinton, I think his name is. But we should still just be patient and stay in our block, let them play in front of us, and then we gave away a stupid corner, and then they scored from the corner.
I know 3 of the goals are from set pieces, but is there anything like you worry about going into a busy week next week with Indy 11 and then a trip to Montreal in terms of the response?
I think it was not like us to concede from set piece, to be honest with you. But look, we have to put it behind us, and we really want to go for this US Open Cup. So we need to put our heads switch onto that and go get a result there.
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll end it there.